Okay, so I'm not going to be like making a rant video or like demanding anything, but like, I think that Gotham Knights' marketing has kind of died off. And, it's not like necessarily a bad thing. They're working on a game and, they delayed it just, a few months ago and they delayed it into this year, which is kind of sucks. But, it was bound to happen. Honestly, we shouldn't have been that surprised. The thing that we should be surprised about is Suicide Squad being, of course, delayed into 2023. But overall, I think that Gotham Knights needs a new trailer like soon. Like it's not like we need one like immediately. Like, oh man, I need one like tomorrow. It's just like, the hype for it has very much died down, if anything, and a lot of people aren't necessarily confident about this game already. And if I'm going to be honest, the trailers that they already showed off weren't that good to begin with. Like, they did show off the game. They are showing off like a bunch of stuff that is going to be features in the game, and of course the story and whatnot. And I'm very excited for all of that. That all seems very, very good. But overall, for them showing gameplay, they've done a very, very poor job in my opinion. Like, for the first gameplay trailer that they gave us, it was a 7-minute gameplay trailer, and they only showed Batgirl and Robin, and it was just 7 minutes of them, like maybe 2 minutes of them fighting people, like 30 seconds of stealth, and like 40 seconds of a boss fight. And that's a lot, that's actually really cool. And they gave us traversal too. They showed us the bat cycle, and they showed us, some of the ways that Robin gets around with the teleporting from the Justice League Tower, which is, I don't even know how that's even a thing. That's really cool. Like, I hope they explain that in the story, and I hope they, show some Justice League villains or some Justice League characters, appearing here and there. But like, overall, I think that they showed a lot for when they released that, which was like almost 2 years ago. I mean, like a year and a half ago. And that was like the first fandom, like, the first DC fandom. And it's been a while, and it's very, very unfortunate in my opinion that we haven't gotten proper gameplay, because the trailers that they shown, I think they've shown 2 trailers now, the Court of Owls one, and I believe they showed one more, but like, again, that one's just kind of forgettable. Like, the Court of Owls one is like okay because they showed the Court of Owls, but we already knew the Court of Owls was in this game, you know what I mean? Like, they could have done a very much better job of actually trying to present the Court of Owls in a trailer besides what they shown us. And even with the gameplay as well, like the gameplay in that Court of Owls trailer is like slow and clunky. It looks weird. It doesn't look like what they showed in the first DC fandom, and it's because they were slowing it down and trying to make it look dramatic. But like, dude, you're trying to promote your game. you have seen what the Avengers have been doing, or what they did, and where they're at right now. You should try to avoid that as much as possible. And it looks like the gameplay is fast, and it looks like it's responsive. It looks like it's fun, and it looks like you could use gadgets. So I don't understand why they, instead of showing like a 2-minute trailer of the Court of Owls like doing random shit, and like a random like big boss that's going to be a Court of Owls boss, why didn't they just show gameplay of the Bat family fighting some of the Court of Owls for like 5 minutes? You know what I mean? Like a good horror scene of the Court of Owls, like literally hunting down the Bat family. Maybe just like, they gave us Red Hood and Nightwing gameplay, which we haven't seen proper gameplay of yet. Like, why haven't we seen Red Hood or Nightwing gameplay either? You know what I mean? It's like we've only seen Batgirl and Robin, and that's cool, but where's Nightwing? There was the other half of the actual characters that a lot of people want to play as. Literally the 2 first Robins, two of the best characters in the Batman universe. Like, they showed Tim Drake and Barbara Gordon. Like, come on, why didn't they show us Red Hood and Nightwing? Like, where is their gameplay? And, that's something that they could have shown a bajillion times. They've had fandoms, they've had state of plays, and they just haven't shown us Nightwing or Red Hood gameplay for the sake of just not showing us. And, like, that's disappointing. That's very, like, why aren't they transparent about that? And even them delaying the game, I don't know if that Court of Owls trailer came before or after delay. I'm assuming it came before the delay. But, like, even if it did come after, like, bro, that's a trailer that you're going to show after you just delayed your game. That's not a good sign. And I don't think they would do that anyways. I'm pretty sure that I am right in saying that they didn't release that trailer after they delayed the game. But even still, you delayed the game, and now you've gone slightly radio silent, and now Rocksteady's delayed their game. And, even if they go radio silent, I believe more people trust Rocksteady than they do WB Montreal. And WB Montreal hasn't made a game in 9 years. It's literally 2022, and they haven't posted a game. They haven't released a game since 2013. And the only thing that we know that they've done is like the Batgirl DLC, some of the DLC for, Batman Arkham Knight. And I think they did some of the Injustice DLC, maybe. I could be completely mistaken there. But, I think some people from WB Montreal were, of course, thrown to, NetherRealm and Rocksteady to help finish production on some of their games as well. But overall, for the last 9 years, they've been canceling games and like just been radio silent with fans. And like a lot of people thought Arkham Origins was good, even if you thought that Arkham Origins was bad. There's a cult following there, and it's still a good Arkham game. It's not like it's like unbearable. You can't play it, you can't replay it, you can't look at it as like one of the main Arkham tie-ins or Arkham titles. So I think that it was disappointing now that we haven't had a game for 9 years, and the game that we're getting, it looks good, but like the way they're presenting it, just it's Avengery, and like I don't want to say it's like the Avengers, but a lot of people on Twitter, a lot of people on YouTube in the comment sections and shit have said that this game is strikingly similar to the Avengers, and it's just like, if that gear system is anything like the Avengers, which I'm assuming it's not, the gear seems like it's more customizable. The gear actually matters in how your character looks, which is a lot like more like Injustice 2-ish, which is good to have. I would rather have that over the fucking Avengers gear system, whatever the fuck that is. You like get a piece of gear and it doesn't even change your character's fucking appearance. It just like slightly boosts them. Slightly. I legitimately like 0.3% boost on your character. Yippee. Like that's not what I want. And I'm pretty sure Gotham Knights has already stated that that's not what we're getting. And that's something that I'm excited about. But man, can you show it? Like, your game was supposed to release last year, and you didn't fucking tell us that it wasn't going to release until like the later half of the year. And that's like, bro, that's oof. You know what I mean? That's like kind of, I just genuinely wish they would show us and kind of like give us a little bit more confidence in their game. You know what I mean? Like, literally all they need to do, if I were WB Montreal, if I were the ones in charge trying to give us, a little bit more hype, I would be putting out Red Hood and Nightwing gameplay, them together fighting, just like you did with Batgirl and Robin. I don't know why you didn't do that months before, or at like a certain DC fandom, or like any other. Why didn't you do it with Suicide Squad's new trailer? Like, that trailer was badass, and it showed off what the gameplay is going to look like, which is, fucking awesome. So, I don't understand why WB Montreal didn't take the opportunity to actually follow up with Suicide Squad and hype up their game as well. Their game that comes up before Suicide Squad. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, again, it's that whole cycle of WB Montreal giving us something, giving us a little, and just going radio silent, and like, and the little that they gave us was like, in retrospect, not that much and not that good. And like, I really think that this game is going to be good. I really don't think that we've waited like almost a decade for a game that's a fucking shitter and like completely unplayable and unbearable and just something that, fans hate. I think that we are going to get something good, but like, I wish that WB Montreal would present that. And they have the content to do that. So if I were WB Montreal, I would be releasing Nightwing and Red Hood gameplay. I'd be showing off like some more villains. Like, all the villains that we know are in the game is like, Penguin, Mr. Freeze, the Court of Owls, and like maybe a few other that I missed in the trailer that I'm just blanking on. But like from my mindset, that's all I can think of right now. And I think that they can show a little bit more. Your game was supposed to release last year, you could show a tad bit more of what you were doing, and just a little bit more of the city, more of like what we've been, kind of just expecting to see. It's something that, most developers usually post, and, we'll see. Hopefully they do something soon. I think that they will, and I genuinely hope that, WB Montreal takes their time with this game, but they also attempt to, WB themselves, the studio, and WB Games, and everybody that's involved with trying to market this game actually tries to present this to the fans, because we know they're working hard. We know they're trying their best. We're okay with some sloppy footage. We are okay with that. So like, just give us something to be excited about, something that's like interesting, even if it's a little bit sloppy. Say it's pre alpha footage. Who the fuck cares? We just want to see something nice. And I guarantee that this gameplay is a lot better better than the Avengers. That first gameplay trailer gave me a lot more fucking excitement than the Avengers' entire marketing campaign, than any of the gameplay that the Avengers has ever shown, than the entire story of the Avengers combined. Everything about the Avengers was a fucking shitter, and Gotham Knights 1 gameplay trailer definitely gave me more hype and more optimism than the Avengers ever did. So, I look forward to this game, and I really hope that WB Montreal is, going to show something very soon. So tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more videos in the future, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace out.